What is up, y'all? I'm here with Just Ask, and we got the Thomas Hicklin of Hicklin Photography in the building. Hey.
What's up?
We're in his studio today. I had to get a little bougie because, you know, I've been his model, 10 plus years now?
Yes. OG.
Not consistently, but I was there when he was starting out in the basement. And then fast forward, a little gap in between, and we reconnected. We back to killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a little bit about Thomas? Thomas is outside of work.
Thomas is ratchet. No, I'm just playing.
That's true. But it's all about balance.
Thomas is simple. Thomas like to have fun. Thomas love God. Thomas love his family, photography, DJ. That's pretty much it.
You love making kids. What you at now, 4?
I'm at 4. I am at 4 kids. I am at 4 kids. Shout out to my children, Xavier, Olivia, Kyra, Avea. I love my babies.
And the
2
beautiful
girls, 2
woman
boys.
who
My beautiful wife, Alicia. My beautiful man. And my little doggy too. Ava. You know, so
wait a minute, we gotta get the dogs up in here for a photo shoot.
Let's do it.
Listen.
Let's do it. Let's do it. My little Yorkie poo. Let's do it.
Cute. I was looking at that breed at one point. Okay, so yeah, I don't even know. I was definitely young 20s. I was 2018 when you were straight up starting from the bottom up.
Yes, literally going from being a street photographer to going to my mother's basement, taking pictures. I mean, I ain't always have a studio or nothing like that. So I say, yo, Ma, I need a favor.
It was a decent setup. It was a decent space for it. I remember.
That. I was like, I got to start somewhere. I can't be shooting outside in the snow all day. So.
And I remember at one point, this gentleman had me in the middle of the street trying to get the picture. Didn't the cops roll up on us?
Yes.
They said,
it was the terminal.
They were like, we just got to get this picture real quick. Pose. Okay.
Shout out to law enforcement.
Right. Yeah, and now here we are. By day.
Right.
That's just crazy.
They were doing their job.
And I always say, because sometimes you get so busy with life, so much time goes by, that I almost fail to realize how many legit connections I have to my podcast guests, and over many, many years. It's kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. So what has kept you going over this amount of time? Because you really did stay consistent with the photography. What kept you doing that? What made you believe in your product?
Don't get me wrong. I had my times where I had little moments I feel like I hit a rut, or just life just happens for having children, just going through life, stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest, the people.
Okay.
The people. I mean, at the end of the day, when you get these families and you get fire models that you need to just bring your visions to life, it keeps you going. You know what I mean? Even when I was sad, I'm like, man, I don't feel like shooting, man. People make me mad, And next thing you know, I get a phone call, hey, can you do this shoot? They give me an idea or something like that. I'm like, you know what? That would be dope. Let's go. Let's shoot. So it's the people.
And I said, and I think, in entrepreneurship, like I said, that's so consistent across the board, no matter what you're going, where it's you wake up one day, you're super motivated over something, you take that big step to make it a reality, you follow through, you start at the high, it seems this is going to always be great, and then you get into the the dips and the roller coaster of things. And they say, that's why they say entrepreneurship is not for the weak.
Yes.
But like you said, a lot of the time people play such a big part in that, because it's nice to be needed. It's true. Nice to have purpose. So I find it's always funny when those moments where you're just forget this, I don't want to give up. And then it's that one thing that happens right in that perfect timing of okay. And it was my God, it was years that we just weren't connected and talking. And the funny thing is I was checking on the renewal of my pistol permit. Anybody who knows me, my sense of direction is terrible. And yes, I'm born and raised in Buffalo, and I would get lost 4 minutes away from home. That's a true story. So, I'm parking, and I'm always walking around I know exactly where I am. And so I'm oh, wait, okay, no, I got that wrong. So I literally walk into the wrong building, and I see this man. And I said, I'm in the whole wrong building that I'd even mentioned. I'm Thomas? And it was so crazy, because when I tell you I was in that rut, I was yo, I'm done with this. I said, I'm canceling the LLC. Forget this. This is not worth it anymore. I'm done.
I'm you better not.
Here you come. Next thing you know, I'm like rebranding. I got all these pictures, these headshots. Now I'm getting back in the game and like empowering myself again.
Let's go.
And like, and I think that's the beauty of it, where it's just like whenever you hit me up for a photo shoot and I'm able to do it, I love it because sometimes you get so busy you forget to stop and do something for yourself. You know what I mean? And you know, you got a day job, you do this, you got a family.
Yes.
So it's always nice to kind of like, okay, yeah, let me go to this photo shoot real quick, because like for a woman, it's empowering. It's a reminder, like when you see yourself in that different aspect, we're like, oh, wait a minute, that's me. I said, oh, okay, I'm looking cute. You know, it's kind of just that like self-confidence and that boost. So, you know, even that in itself, like that's another thing that got to keep you going, you know, kind of giving that feel good to people.
But everybody need that though. I mean, at the end of the day, I've done that as a photographer. I got in front of the camera and I model.
Yeah.
You know, because I get my moments where like, man, I'm getting a little pudgy. Let me go ahead.
You got to see
get a little shooting. I did it with my wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I did it with like family members, friends.
Yeah.
We need that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, so it's nice.
A reminder.
Put that off and I'll say, yeah, that's right. I'm killing it. So we need that. So.
Absolutely. And like I always say, it's just like, and we have even a lot of the time, I love that you just trust me, because I find a way to collaborate in one way or another. You know what I mean? Yes. So like you take the pictures, you send them to me. I don't even know what I be doing half the time. And then I do it, and then I'm like, okay, boom, this is what I can
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. She's been working with me too long. When we got back shooting again, it's like it never left.
Right, you know? True.
So it's like me personally, I think that's one of her talents. She can model. I got to give her props.
I do it as a hobby, but thank you. Yeah.
She's moved a model.
And I will, and you know, you got your right hand woman, Patri.
Shout out to Patri, my ambassador. I love you so much.
Yes.
You're fire. Thank you for being part of my legacy.
And it's funny too, because she first time I ever did a photo shoot with another woman was her. And it's funny because I was so used to being comfortable like doing it on my own, and then like when I was modeling with her, she's like doing all the different things. I'm like, girl, so you're gonna have to show me that, because I don't know. You know, she made it look so like natural and easy, and I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. The nice thing is where you can be vulnerable enough to like say something that you just don't know how to do, and it's not a bother, it's not an insecurity. You know, she said, oh girl, let me show you. I said, oh, she a real one. Okay, thank you, girl.
All love. She showed love all the time.
And outside of her and now you, like, these are paid episodes. So it's just like, I appreciate every person investing in me, you know, and it's the support, it's the consistency, it's the collaboration. It's when you're hitting me up with a crazy idea or crazy outfit and say, hey, can you style this? Can you model this?
She kill it though. Y'all be seeing it. She be killing it though. It be trending.
That last one, I told him size small leggings, but he didn't want to listen to me.
It's okay, my fire though. It's a wait till that's coming soon.
But that's the creativity. Right. You know, we made it work.
Then that's your professional coming out. You saying like, I can't do it. You did it.
I was like, you got a little bagginess around here, but how we can make this work? It's fine. Let's scrunch him up.
Things happen. You make it work.
And that's what I'm saying. The creativity in so many different things. Like when you're able to like bring it all together. That's those are the things that keep you going. You know, because like as an entrepreneur, you know, when you wake up, it's you. You're not waking up to having a boss or, you know, an office.
It's all
like,
on you.
You know, it's you. Yeah. So it's just like, if you give up, it all dies.
Right.
So when you get to this point, it's just like, nah.
Right. That's why I say with people too, like, because I have a team. Shout out to Team Hicklin. Y'all know who y'all are. I'm not going to name all the names.
Yeah.
There's too many names. But I appreciate y'all always holding it down for me. And when I end up building a team later on, after having Patri come on as my ambassador, they motivate me as well. So shout out to y'all. Y'all always come in. Y'all. One of my teammates right here always come in and just do these ideas for me. I appreciate it. And they always come out big on fire. I just appreciate you showing up. They're not doing it. And I do it for the love. I mean, of course, money is involved because we need money. But, you know, y'all do it for the love still.
Yeah. And
I appreciate y'all because the team, it's days where I feel down, I want to do it, but y'all motivate me too. So I will say, like I said, going back to people being a motivation.
And I think one of the best things is too, where like, I'm even learning this myself, where when you kind of change your mindset of like, not everything has to be money motivated or money like driven, then it kind of like gives you a little more focus on what you're doing. And then what you do comes out better. And then it like still brings you that blessing, you know? So I think at times there's like a balance of, oh, I'm not getting paid that much. Like, yo, like just do it, you know, see how it comes out. See, you know, so you can't not try things and figure out how they're going to work, because then how will you ever know how to make them better.
Exactly.
And then maximize on, okay, well, this was a great outcome. Now I could perfect it and now make it money driven.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like I've learned to kind of just balance where like, yes, my time is valuable, but then there's some things, whether it's experience or it brings you to a connection.
Yes,
or,
the connection part is big.
I mean, like even being your model, you know how many like headshots you've like helped me out with? Like that would actually add up to a lot if I'm like paying every time for a professional shoot or, you know, a headshot or, hey, I need a picture specifically for this event or advertisement. You know, it's a lot. So it's just like, it's nice to kind of find this community where it's either like exchange of services or like, hey, I'll help you out with this, you help me out with this, you know. And I think that mindset kind of just makes it easier to like collaborate and kind of come together and really become like a force of things, you know. What would you say your favorite thing to shoot is?
My favorite, that's a good question. Definitely portraits.
Okay.
But more so the portraits that I have full 100% control over.
Okay.
So anything that I built from scratch, I was okay, I want you to wear this. This is the setup. This is that, and I could just freestyle.
Right.
Those are, I could say officially 10 years later is my favorite.
Okay.
Not saying that, don't get me wrong, I love the weddings, I love the birthdays, but the freestyle and portraits, I love to death. I could do those all day.
That's like the flexibility of all the expression and creativity.
Yeah, because sometimes with the other, like with the paid shoots, you know, it's pressure on you to give the customer what they want.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're understanding.
But when I do this, even though money's involved, it's all of me just to be free and do what I want and try different things.
Right.
So, and then the beauty of it, when you do that, people see it, they be like, I want to do that, which I have happened and maybe you really want that idea?
Yeah.
You like an idea like that? So that's a good feeling too. Because
sometimes you can like say something, you're like, I just can't visualize it. And then when you visualize it, you're like, okay. Like even the last photo shoot we did, I was like a little conscious and hesitant because I said, you know, I hope these leggings, I don't got a lot of hips. I can accept that. I'm happy with other places in my body, but I don't have a lot of hips. And I'm like, okay, I said these leggings been looking a little big, but I said, I put them on. I was like, okay, let's see how we can make these work. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
when y'all see the shoot, she's overreacting. Just so y'all know, she was overreacting when you see the shoot.
Right?
She killed it. She killed it. You don't even know this.
But like I said, it's just that free mind, trusting the process, and it's just like it's really a beauty in like trusting the process can relate to so many things like in life where it be looking crazy and you're like, nah, this ain't gonna. Next thing you know, you're like, oh, okay, that looks good. You know what I mean?
I mean, believe it or not, as a photographer, I deal with that. I got my moments where I'm looking at the shoots and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, I could have did that better or something like that. Or some shoots end up being better than other shoots.
That's how you learn.
It happens with any photographer.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, we may not stress it and be like, that shoot a little, but Yeah.
Well, I mean, anybody who's been doing photography 20, 30 years, they didn't start out, doing it perfectly.
Right.
Like even my other episode that I had did with Blue Image Photos. It is so interesting to sit down and like talk with these people and like find out their journey from the beginning, because it's just like, dang, you were like straight up in the era of the actual camera, and then you got to develop the film. And then you gotta like wait, you know what I mean? So it's like everything's so instant these days.
Nobody missed that
right?
era. God, listen, we love that era. But shout out to all the digital photographers. I'm sorry, I love the digital era. I'm sorry, it's just so much easier. Nobody got time for the dark room. You know what I'm saying?
But and like I said, my point of that is just like, that's where they started. And then fast forward now, he got the 360 booth and he got the photo booth and like even the little tiny mobile one. You know what I mean? So it was like the beauty in the process, and even seeing like your journey and actually like saying I was there when you had like the one camera, like the little setup in the basement and super basic setup, but and I still got to
super basic.
I mean,
it was. I'm just being funny.
But listen, you could make with a small space. You could do a lot out of it. And that one picture with the teal dress, that's still my favorite one that you took back then.
And I told her I don't like that because I came a long way. So lighting's better, poses are better, but I mean it's nice.
See, now that I'm talking,
critiquing myself.
It's your fault because that picture I said with that dress and the angle of it. Then I was like, oh shoot, I got a booty, and then I didn't know how to act from that point on. So it's your fault.
Motivate yourself.
So yeah, like I said, I just think it's definitely like trust in the process.
Of course.
What's the most interesting experience or thing along your journey?
For what? Photography, DJing? For what? Just in general?
In general, or yeah, like in the journey of photography, like overall, big picture, like what would you say is like the most interesting or thing that left you with the most impression?
The connections.
Okay.
Yeah, all the connections, being able to then just network and just get my feet, get my foot through the door at a certain place I never thought I would do, all from a camera. So that'd be the biggest thing that made me say, wow, in this process, in this journey. Don't get me wrong, I met some dope people, but some people it's like, we're life changing in that aspect, like because I know this person, I'm able to do this. And do that. So, yeah.
And there's definitely a power in that. And like I keep saying almost every time, like in the past few months, as I've kind of directed more focus on networking, it actually ends up taking care of so much on its own. Because I like, oh, you need a photographer. Oh, you need a DJ. So now it's just like you have that reliable resource in the back of your head. And it's just like, I don't even got to search because I know I got somebody. And I know I completely forget too. You do DJ. So the first thing you were doing was photography, right?
So the funny thing is, I kind of started them at the same time.
At the same time.
A lot of people don't know that history. So I do, on my father's side, God rest his soul. I do come from a family of musicians. So for me, it was only a matter of time for me to find an instrument. So I did start with drums and stuff like that way up as a child, but I ended up finding my love for them turntables.
Okay.
So I could say, literally from the DJ and photography aspect, I started one just a month apart from each other.
Okay.
Literally starting the DJing and starting with the camera at the same time. So I feel like I was always naturally good at them, so I was able to balance them. And they're two different worlds, so I can jump in one and then jump in the other. It's beautiful. So
which is smart too, because these days it's like one thing might be slow, and then you got the other thing to rely on.
And that does happen sometimes throughout the year. One is bumping more than the other. But I do them at the same time if I need to as well. Okay. So except for weddings no more. I don't do the weddings no more. It's too much. I'm not about to press play and then run and take pictures of the bride or two. But now I knock out the birthdays. And
right. Yeah, that's a little smaller and controlled. And like, at what part through your journey and like the process did you start getting, like, what was your first wedding? Like, how did you even get to a first wedding?
My first wedding, shout out to Laquita, was $100 wedding. I did not know what I was doing. I had my little camera. Like,
and this was photography?
This is photography. I was scared.
But you started somewhere.
I didn't want to mess this up. I think I shot it at True Bethel too. This was years ago. Like, I was scared. I looked at them pictures now. I mean, I was okay. I feel like I did good, but at the same time, you could tell like I was an amateur. But she wanted to give me more than $100. I just want to stress that. But I was just so scared. I said, at least if it's bad, you only give me $100. Right. So, but from there, I just took off though, because from there, my confidence grew and I just took off. I obviously charged more and more time the more weddings I did. So, yeah.
And that's a nice thing. Like I said, you know, as you see yourself doing it, you critique, you learn, you improve, you perfect. And then, like you said, I think the most important thing through entrepreneurship, and a lot of people like sometimes fear, which you should not, is know your value. You know, based on your experience, you're allowed to bump your prices $5, $10, $20. You know,
your price
is
your price.
It is. And like I said, like a lot of the time people are like, oh, that's so expensive. Listen, out of all these companies that you call, just because you pay more money, that does not necessarily mean you are getting better quality.
That's true too.
That is another thing that I learned. So it's like sometimes them reviews, see their work, you know, what the feedback is from previous people they worked with. That's more important than anything. Because I promise you, like, these small businesses can be killing it more than corporations.
That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So and then like DJing and photography, which is your favorite?
That's a messed up question to ask.
We asking the hard questions.
No, I like them both. I can't pick one over another. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Them both my babies. I can't.
Well, people are involved in both.
Because because, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's no alter ego to them, but it's just like, well, I mean, but sometimes I am just DJ Hickling. Sometimes I am Hickling photography, but then sometimes you get me both at the same time. I don't know. It's still Hickling either way.
I mean, and it's good that you enjoy both equally.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my moments where it's nice to take a break from each. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, the combination. Yeah, because I think these days, like, the reality is, it's just like, nobody does one thing anymore. Like, it's just not a reality.
That's
You're
true.
doing like two to three things. You know,
multi-talented. Multi-talented.
You know, I know. This will be another one that is brought to the light on my resume. My resume is about 5 pages now. We just it's just a book at this point. No. But that's good because I said you got to keep moving so they don't know what your next move is.
Like she just said, a book coming. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
So you better stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, so oh my God, so we're definitely already in mid-August, which is almost like the peak of holiday season. Yes. You got anything exciting coming up? What's the packages?
All weddings, weddings right now for DJ and photography. So it's a lot of weddings, a lot of birthdays. It's a mixture of everything. So this is like my second busiest season under Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm actually, even though we're in the studio right now, this is like my 4th time in the studio.
Okay.
For the summer.
Okay.
So that's not a lot.
Okay.
So, because I've been outside, just out there doing everything outside. So, which is good. Yeah. So I'll probably be back in here starting September.
Well, like I said, that's a good combination.
It's a good season.
Well, yeah, because then when the cold season comes in, you're going to be inside more anyway.
I'll be in here hibernating. Okay. Yes, taking all your pictures and stuff like that. Or going to your hall to DJ for your birthday. Yeah. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, you heard it here. For your photography needs, for your DJ needs, you can personally look at my page, and I'm always, tagging Hicklin and the work that he does for me. Keep an eye out. You always got some fun flyers coming out for the season or random themes, which is always cool.
I got a fall one coming.
Okay,
that's the next sale.
Fall, yeah.
Yep. Fall is a big one.
All the little fun ones you get your friends with and do the kooky poses and all of that.
All proposals. Hey, let's get it.
But yeah, I know everything's so like. And I think that's another balance to like my journey, my process of entrepreneurship, where it's just like between the podcast and then like the photo shoots, it's my happy place. It's my balance of I could just let go of the perfecting.
Yes.
I can just do my thing, express myself, get creative. I love fashion, so it's a balance. And and I think it's important to remember that and like be grateful for that because when I ran back into you again, I ain't trying to get all sentimental. But when I ran back into you again, like you don't even the little spark. Like it just when I tell you I was down to like almost the last of it when it's about to just hit smoke. So it's just that's why I say connections are important. Check in on people. Hype people up, which you always are. You always hit me up at a good time and be like, yo, you want to do a shoot? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Because I said my schedule stays booked. But you give me 2 week notice, but you can I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And that's what I'm saying.
You kill every photo shoot.
Thank you. And that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to see people, if you want to make time for something, you can. Do. Nobody's too busy. This man got 4 kids and a day job. So like I don't want to hear it. I don't do good with those excuses. Like, nah, I don't believe it. I'd rather you tell me to my face, nah, I just don't want to either see you or I can't make it. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Because I'm not like waiting or expecting it. But so definitely thank you for that. I tag him enough, so if you need to get in contact with him, but I will always be a liaison to anybody who's been on my podcast for any outsourcing or resources. The beauty of my entrepreneur journey is people like you. Because I create the foundation of mine, but I'm outsourcing if I need a photographer, if I need a DJ, because I'm good at a lot of things, but I can't do no turntables. These nails say no. So it's just like take care of people, pay attention to your community, and just show support. Remind people that they're still doing their thing, hype people up. Collaboration, not competition. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't come to me, if you go to a photographer and you do a photo shoot with them, the way you should be feeling during that shoot and walking out is, your confidence level boosted. You had a good time. It should be, what's the word I always use in terms of come to a photo shoot? What I always say when we go to a photo shoot, I'm getting old. I can't remember my little sayings and quotes.
Apparently, I've been forgetting too.
Experience.
Oh, an experience.
It should be an experience at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So if you, you know what I'm saying, when you come in with your friends, vibe out, we got the music vibing, and you just up there, you got the lights on you, you posing your little butt off, the photographer laughing, making jokes. It should be an experience. So even if you come to me or not, I hope you come to me.
Right.
But if not, enjoy your photo shoots, And
it's a little dance party too, because dancing is my therapy, and I was acting a fool at the last one.
Up there. Now you gotta have fun, enjoy yourself. Even if you do it with your friends. And most important thing to like to stress as a photographer, if you don't do nothing else, please get those pictures with your loved ones. Yeah. If and I'm not trying to be like all sentimental about it, but if your grandparents don't got that much time, or man, I don't know the last time I took a picture with my children, or it's just somebody you ain't seen in a long time that you're about to see. Please do a photo shoot. I don't care if it's on white backdrop paper, or if you do a fire setup, or you go outside, or that photographer come to your house. Those moments are cherishable. You can't get those moments back. So you definitely want to get moments like that, whether it was with me or any other photographer that you book with.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing I do stress for photography is definitely get those stressful moments. And then the rest, of course, doing the portraits, the hyping up and doing all that fire portraits as well. So.
The fun stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you heard it here on Just Ask Em. Make sure you continue to tune in and subscribe.